Hello friends, how are you? This is Dr. Srinagi, Ayurveda and Medicine doctor and also Isha Hatha Yoga teacher. So today in this video we are going to talk about the most common problem, that is acne. Yes, this disease commonly known as acne vulgaris, or in our normal day-to-day language we call it acne, pimples, pustules, eruptions on the face. So today's video is all about acne and how we can deal with acne by using our natural remedies in Ayurveda, and what are the precautions that we can take as recommended per Ayurveda and make our skin beautiful. We all know for treatment of acne, most of the times the major treatment is anti-inflammatories, antibiotics, prolonged courses, and many ointments which are anti-inflammatory, antibacterial, antifungal, and much more. Most of the times many people apply steroids on the face, which is not so good option for treating acne. But what to do? People don't have any other option because they don't know how to deal with these acne, and it's been seen that till the time people are applying these steroids or chemicals on the face, the acne subsides. But once they stop using all these chemicals, again the skin will be filled with many acne and these pustules and many eruptions on the face. This makes things little bit difficult to deal with, because one thing is you are applying harsh chemicals and steroids on your face for a long time just to subside these acne, and if you are using these steroids and these chemicals for very long time, it will damage your skin, and the feeling of the skin becomes extremely dry, and even when you laugh you can feel the stretching of the skin all the time. So that's why we have Ayurveda to treat your skin in a natural way and in a healthier way, because skin problem is not some kind of infection always. It is about healing of the skin from within, how you feel, what kind of diet you are going to take, what kind of herbs you are going to use for the treatment of skin. That makes a lot of difference for the health of your skin. It's not like people have started developing acne only in this modern era. Acne were always present even 5,000 years back. That's why there is a description in Ayurveda on the name of Pitta or Yuvan Pitta, that is the puberty, adolescence, these acne vulgaris problem which happens. So its symptoms are very much similar to acne vulgaris. So let's see what Ayurveda has to say about these acne vulgaris or pitta or pimples. In Ayurveda, the terminology that is used for these pimples or acne on the skin is Yuvan Pitta, means those kind of pimples that come when you become young or adolescent. Most of the people think the reason for these pimples is excessive Pitta dosha, and many times they keep on treating the Pitta dosha, but acne don't come down, because the root cause of the acne according to Ayurveda is not Pitta, but the root cause of acne according to Ayurveda is imbalance of Kapha dosha and Vata dosha and Rakta dhatu. Rakt means blood. As I mentioned in my earlier videos, there are 7 dhatus or 7 layers of tissues that form human body, that is Ras, Rakt, Mas, Med, Asthi, Majja, Shukra. For description of these dhatus you can watch our video in the link given below. So by figuring out that link you can see what are the dhatus, what is its concept in Ayurveda. The main dhatu that has been involved in the formation of pimples or acne is Rakt, that is blood. We all know whenever we have acne problem, that means we have excessive sebum, that is a liquid kind of form under this acne, that is called sebum. There is always a secretion in our in our these pores, in our glands. So this sebum secretion get increased. That means there is imbalance in kapha dosha, because kapha dosha is being related with this sebum production. And whenever there is excessive sebum production, it will also disturb the vata dosha that is present in that place, especially the vyana vayu, that is the sub dosha, that is one of the sub dosha of vata dosha. So that gets disturbed, because that is flowing in all over skin. So that get disturbed. Ultimately, this leads many impurities in the blood, which cause various pimples and these acne on our face. According to Ayurveda, while treating acne, we do not only provide the local application of a medicine, that is various kind of herbal paste, but also you need to detoxify yourself, that comes under Shodhan Chikitsa. So there are two types of treatments: Shodhan Chikitsa, in which you will purify your body; at the same time Shaman Chikitsa, in which you will take various rasayans, various tonics, various kinds of medicines to boost your immunity, to make your health better depending on the cause. Acne affects not only females but males also. So most of the times, in 90% of cases, it has been seen the most common age in which people get affected with acne is between 16 years to 30 years. Acne is not something very life-threatening disease, like if somebody has acne, so it's very life-threatening. It's not like that. But yes, when these acne goes, they leave many scars, especially if you are using many chemical treatments on the skin. It leads to black colored scars, which sometimes brings in teenagers personality crisis and some kind of inferiority complex. Actually, it is not the reason for inferiority complex, but because today's world is very physical oriented, like most of the people are being judged by their physical appearance. Very few people are being judged by their heart, how their behavior, how their qualities. Most of the times people judge other person just by physical appearance. So that in this kind of scenario, when somebody has these scars, it becomes a big issue for depression in the mind and inferiority complex. People are hesitant to go outside and talk to people because they feel like they look very ugly. Actually, they don't look ugly, but it is just in the creation in the mind, like we look very ugly because we have scars. But you need not to worry. There are various natural ways and methods with which you can deal with these acne so that they don't leave any scar. When we deal acne problems with modern perspective, most of the times the treatment we give for treating these acne are anti-inflammatories, antibiotics, and many times steroids, which cause many side effects like dry skin, burning sensation in the skin, sometimes itching, sometimes excessive dryness, like even there are cracks in the skin, and sometimes bacterial resistance. Whenever we have clogged pores, that means the bacteria will act on these clogged pores, ultimately causing infection, and as a response the inflammation will happen in that area and that cause pain. These acne problems or these acne pimples are diagnosed as like they are little bit painful eruptions on the skin, very firm to touch, filled with sometimes sebum or pus. It happens whenever there is imbalance in a vata dosha and kapha dosha. Ultimately, they involve the rakta dhatu, that is blood in that area, and clog the pores. Whenever there is imbalance in kapha subdosha and vata subdosha, it will clog the pore. That is, there is a pore kind of, that is called Romkoop in Ayurveda. That is, these pores are present in our skin. So it clog those pores, which cause acne formation. And if you try to rupture this acne, it will lead into the scar formation. So we always advise people not to rupture acne because it will lead to some kind of scar formation. Rather treat them, rather rupturing them, because many times it's been seen these scars which comes after rupturing these acne, they are very difficult to treat because they form a dip on your skin, some kind of a hole kind, like dip kind of thing on your skin, it becomes very difficult to treat. Rather, according to Ayurveda, it is best to treat it with various kind of paste. These are herbal pastes, rather than just rupturing them. That is not so beneficial for the skin and neither for the acne, because it will cause more inflammation and more pain. We all know blood nourishes our skin in a big way. That's why if there is certain impurities in the blood, that will also find expression on your skin. But at the same time, it becomes extremely important that we should also do work regarding balancing our kapha dosha and vata dosha if we are suffering from pimples. For example, there are various reasons that are mentioned in Ayurveda that you need to change in your life if you want to bring your kapha dosha and vata dosha into balance. For example, if somebody is eating meat excessively, then you need to cut down your meat, and you can have fish diet if you cannot live without meat, but try to cut down your meat diet. Best to have vegetarian diet if somebody has pimples. But if you cannot live without meat, you can have fish, but best thing would be you just shift to vegetarian diet. That would be very beneficial for your skin. Another thing is excessive use of alcohol. If somebody is using alcohol in an excessive way, it disturbs your digestive fire, and when your digestive fire get disturbed, then digestion of food will not happen properly. Ultimately, it will create imbalance in kapha dosha, and whenever there is imbalance in kapha dosha, it will cause pimples. If somebody is eating excessive sweet, like so much sweet, some people eat a lot of sweets and they have pimple problem, then they need to cut down their sweets. If you want to have sweet, you please try to have organic or palm sugar or honey, but these artificial sweeteners, please try to avoid it if you are having a lot of pimples, because excessive sweet can also cause aggravation of kapha, which will lead to pimples. If somebody is eating a lot of spicy food also, that will cause aggravation of vata dosha, and ultimately it can lead to pimples. So if somebody is having pitta body type and he is eating a lot of spicy food, then please try to cut down the spices to the very normal point, so that it will not disturb your vata dosha, and it will help you to get your pimples better quickly. At the same time, if somebody is taking food which is very heavy to digest, like very oily food, or the food which contains a lot of ghee or too much oil, that is also not very beneficial for skin, because that will also cause kapha dosha imbalance. At the same time, there are some other do's and don'ts which you need to keep in your mind. For example, if you are stopping the natural urges of body, for example, if somebody wants to sneeze, but you are just stopping the sneeze because you are sitting in front of many people and you don't want to sneeze, so but body wants to sneeze, you don't want to sneeze, it's better you use some handkerchief or something, but don't hold these natural urges of the body like sneezing, going to defecation, just holding, sitting. It's not good. You go defecate on whenever your body feels like, you go and go for defecation or urination. It would be helpful. So we should not stop our natural urges. At the same time, burps. Some people just stop burps, they feel hesitant to do burp. But Ayurveda says it's the natural tendency of the body. Please don't hold burps. At the same time, don't take burp in somebody's face. You just hold some hanky or something, and this way you can do burps. Please, but try not to stop it, because that is going to affect your skin. If somebody is taking excessive sun bath, when a lot of sun bath you are taking, that is also not so good for skin. So whenever you are going for sun bath, it's very, very important, apply some aloe vera gel on your skin, so that your skin will get naturally protected from the excessive heat of the sun. Not only this, there are mental causes also which are going to affect your skin. For example, anger. If you are very angry all the time, then there are methods and ways to treat it. If you are very sad all the time, or feeling very depressed, or irritation, like very irritated from within, or a lot of stress because of certain situations around us. So it is not like these situations we can change. Definitely situations we cannot change, but we have a possibility to change ourselves, and we have methods to do these changes. One of these methods is you can do yoga, you can do pranayam, you can do meditation. So these three are the very powerful tools that you can adopt in your life for your health and well-being, and to handle all these mental problems. Regarding this, you can start with Isha Kriya or Upa Yoga or any yoga or Kriya Yoga, whatever is available with you. And if you are new to these yoga practices, you have no idea about it, please write down to us. We will help you, we will guide you which practices you can start with. So please don't hesitate to write. So if you are really having these stress problems, please write down to us. There are ways and methods to deal with it. And if you have methodology to deal with these situations, definitely outside situations we cannot change, but inside we can change.